Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Diane Hayden, publisher of Natural Nutmeg magazine and Essential Naples magazine, and I'm happy to have on this call with me tonight Lauri Ingram. She is one of our marketing partners. And Lauri, I'll just let you tell people a little bit about who you are and what you do, and then we're going to talk about some of the results you've had with the
Oh,
magazine.
sure. I'm Lauri Ingram, and I work with women who are typically mid-career, who have figured out that, gee, no, there's something more, right? Not really very fulfilled with what I'm doing. I don't quite know where to go. And I work with many different modalities. My work is based in spirituality, very holistic, um, mind and soul work. Uh, Kind of call myself a transformation coach. And honestly, that was my story, right? I transformed my life. So now I guide others doing the same thing. And I'm based in Hamden, but I also work virtually. So
Awesome. And actually, I was going to mention that because you started advertising with us, gosh, it's probably like 3 or 4 years
5,
ago, maybe even five
yeah,
years ago.
maybe even
Yeah.
5 years ago.
Yeah. So
Right.
your goal back then was you were still working in your corporate
I
position, and
was
your
still at
goal
the
was
corporate job.
to get out of it in 6 months. And I think you actually got out of it in like 3 months or something, or maybe
Yep.
it was a year and you got out of it. But anyway,
Yeah.
you
It was
shortened the
short.
time frame.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was. Yes.
Yeah, and then you kind of were changing some things in your business, so you took some
Mhm.
time off from marketing, and then you recently have come back and started writing and advertising with us again. So one
Right.
thing we were talking about this on one of our marketing calls, and it was something you said, and I was like, oh my gosh, I've got to get her on a testimonial because this happens all the time, and it's hard for me to explain it to people. But you actually, I think you posted your recent article,
I did.
and you had some people comment on it that were your current clients that said, "Oh
Yes.
yeah, that's
That's
how
how
I
I
found
found
you."
you.
And you were like, you
Uh,
didn't even know that's how they
No,
found you.
I didn't. I didn't. And these are clients that have been clients of mine for probably 4 or 5 years. So they had found me in that first round
Yeah.
of marketing that I had done, and they've been with me through my evolution. So when I came back a few months ago, I did post and shared my article on Facebook. It was particularly Facebook, I think, where I got the comments. I posted on Instagram as well. And I was like, oh wow, I didn't realize. And in one of those cases, I think they even had held on to that article for a while, right? They didn't call me immediately, right? It was like a few months later, and the article stuck with them, um, and they called. So you and since I started writing again, um, just in that first article I published, I'm I'm amazed, but I'm not amazed because I've evolved. So I know I am much, I am much more from a marketing perspective, clearer on what I'm doing. And the response to this first article I sent out was pretty amazing. I've got many reach outs, new subscribers, on my newsletter. I've had many inquiries and calls, a couple of new clients. And I'm still getting inquiries. So
That is awesome. And it's just been a
yeah,
month. Like that
it's
article
only been a
came
month.
out the first week in May.
May,
Yep.
right. So
Yep.
it
Yep.
just been a month. And I saw, because I watch my traffic, right? And I could see when the article came out. And I shared it, obviously, too, on social media. And so I'm always talking about natural nutmeg. Every networking group I go to, I'm always talking about natural nutmeg. And I think that what really comes across to people when they pick up the magazine is the quality of the content, right? It's very high quality content. It's something that people hold on to, whether they, and I'm, a little old school. Hard copy is my personal favorite, but I also send the articles to people to read online. But it's yeah, people hold on to them and they really do take the time to absorb what's in the magazine.
Yeah, it's funny you
No
say
doubt.
that because I recently had another advertiser who had advertised for just like you, like had been two
Mm.
or 3 years, took some time off doing some different marketing stuff, then came back, and she called me up and was like, "You're not going to believe this, but somebody just called me to book my services, and she has been carrying my article around for 2 years." And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. Like, seriously?
I believe it though.
I know.
I do. I do believe it. But
It's
I do
crazy.
the same thing. I have, I will read articles and I will hold on to them
Mhm.
because something at the time resonates, but maybe it's just not quite the right time.
Right.
And at some point it will be the right time.
Yeah, and that just stresses the importance of consistency, I think, because
Consistency and
it's like,
nurturing too, right?
yep, and
Nurturing people. There's something that draws them into something in them is calling them to the work you do. Maybe it's just not lining up right now, but it doesn't mean it won't at
right,
some point, right?
right,
You never know. And we also know that people, I'm a lurker too, you might lurk and not even reach out to people. And then the moment comes, read the article, you see the ad, see the post on social media, and you're like, now it's time, right?
yeah.
So,
People procrastinate too.
yeah,
Unfortunately,
they do.
especially with their health and spiritual well-being, they procrastinate.
They
It's like,
do.
so they carry a magazine around for a year or
Yeah.
two
Well, I
before they
know.
call
Until
you.
something happens, right?
Yeah,
And then
well,
you're like,
that's
oh,
true.
I can't procrastinate
Yeah,
anymore.
yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I think, it's great that actually, that you have clients that found you initially through the magazine and you don't even know. And so I say that to
I
people
know.
all the time. It's like, it's just the importance of keeping yourself out there because you really
Yes.
don't know when and where people are going to come from. And even if they tell you, they saw your website or they saw you one place or the other, it's all the things that come together
It is.
that makes somebody actually pick up the phone. It's, they saw you in the magazine, then they Googled you, or they went to your website, or somebody
Right.
told them about you, or whatever. It's all those
Yeah.
things together that really, I think, come into play to making, having somebody make a decision and pick up the phone.
I
Or,
can't tell you how many times I've done shows or fairs and people come up to me and they're like, I know you. I see you everywhere. And I'm like, okay. But that's the visibility sticks with people. They may not be able to like, I know you though.
yeah,
And that's that building, that people need to know you and trust you. And
right,
there's lots of ways to do that. But
right. Well,
so
awesome.
yeah,
Well,
so thank you for all you do with the magazine and with media and everything.
oh, well, thank you
I
too. We
appreciate it.
appreciate you as well. And what's your website in case people want to check out more about you?
It's easy. It's my name. It's www.lauriingram.com.
And that's Lauri.
Uriingram. Two
Dot com.
I's. They're together. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you, Lori.
All
And
right.
thanks,
Well,
thanks
thank you.
everybody for listening to this.
Hey, thank you.
Have a great night.
All right. Bye.